All right, gonna do my Metallica album ranking video, and well, so Metallica is obviously an important band. They're the ones that kind of got me that started on thrash metal. They were almost everybody's stepping stone band into the genre. So, I mean, I just got to do this video because they are important to all of us in some way, or most of us, I should say. So, all right, well, let's just start from the beginning. Kill 'Em All. Kill 'Em All is a great debut. Kind of at the beginning of when thrash metal was starting. I think, you know, Metallica in 1983 came out with this, and so did Slayer, came out with their 1983 album, Show No Mercy. So to me, 83 is like the definitive year for the birth of thrash metal. So how does Kill 'Em All fare? Personally, I like Slayer's Show No Mercy a little better, but Kill 'Em All's great. It's got a bunch of good tracks. You know, you got Hit the Lights, you got Four Horsemen, Seek and Destroy. I mean, the whole thing's great. Metal Militia, great album. But I think Metallica would grow into a bigger, better band. I will give this an A. And as you can see, my top ranking is Master, and my lowest ranking is Hardwired to Suck. Now, let's go to Ride the Lightning. This album's like an improvement in like every way possible. I mean, it's more melodic. The riffs are more creative. The solos are more creative. Cliff Burton, it's just one of his most creative outputs for him. I mean, you got thrash classics like Fight Fire with Fire. Could be their thrashiest, heaviest song. I don't know. In my opinion, For Whom the Bell Tolls, Creeping Death. I mean, it's the whole thing's good. Even the song that people don't like that much, Escape, I still think is a good song. Maybe not the best, but it's good. This one will have to be Master tier. All right, Master of Puppets. This is what Metallica looks like as a perfect band. Everything about this album is perfect. There's no weak moments. Everything, I mean, even the weakest song on this album is up to par with like anything off the other albums. Like I mean, I don't know what else to say. When an album's this perfect, it's almost hard to say anything. But I mean, you got tracks like Battery, probably my favorite thrashy Metallica song for sure, and obviously the title track's epic. Let's see here, you know, you got Disposable Heroes, Orion, which I think is their best instrumental, Damage Inc. It just goes on. I mean, you can't find anything wrong with this album, in my opinion. Definitely Master tier. Injustice for All. Okay, well, this album tried to kind of pick up where Master of Puppets left off. Did it succeed? Almost. Almost. While the songs are good, everybody knows about the infamous lack of bass. Yes, it is a problem. Yes, this album would have been a lot better with bass, and it does affect its ranking for me. The songs are still great. I mean, Blackened's great, One's great. I mean, I love the song Frayed Ends of Sanity. You know, Dyer's Eve's one of the best thrashy Metallica songs. I mean, it's a great album, but that lack of bass does affect it for me, and there are some stuff on this album that I feel like is a little slower moving to me than like the songs on Puppets. Like the flow is just a little slower for me. I'll have to put this as A tier, not Master. So, all right, next, Black Album. Okay, this album is great, but it's not really one of my favorites. I like it though. I mean, the whole thing is pretty solid. I mean, it's probably among Metallica's most memorable songs, but not necessarily their best songs. I know that probably don't make a lot of sense, but I think these songs kind of bore me after a while. I've heard them too many times for one thing, but even besides that, the songs are bare bones, trimmed down. I personally like it better when they're chock full of riffs and, you know, unpredictable moments. That to me is more exciting. But the album's still good. I'm going to give this an A tier. Although I'm tired of all the tracks. The ones I still like to listen to are the ones you don't hear very much, like Holier Than Thou, Through the Never, you know, Don't Tread on Me. So I like some tracks. But anyway, next album, Load. This is my least favorite Metallica album. Well, no, it's not. No, it's my second least favorite Metallica album. This one, look, it's not because it's like their sellout album. It has, well, their second sellout album. It's not that. It's not the fact that the songs are slower. It's the fact that I think the songs are boring. Like, I don't really like them. Like, they just, okay, like, it starts off with Ain't My Bitch. Okay song, it's pretty good. You know, I like Until It Sleeps. King Nothing's good. I mean, it's got some good songs on it, but only about 4 or 5 songs off this album do I even really care about. You don't even get me started on the song Mama Said. Even if it is a good song in its own right, it does not belong on a Metallica album, to me. I mean, it just doesn't, no, I don't like this album. I'm going to give this a C tier. What is next? Okay, Reload. This is kind of a unpopular opinion with some people, but I think Reload's better than Load. The reason why is I think the songs are a little more interesting, maybe a little heavier. I mean, it does start off with Fuel. Honestly, even though it's a bit corny, it's good. It's a pretty good song. It's got Devil's Dance. Again, a little corny, but I think it's a really cool song. It's got some interesting things like Where the Wild Things Are. You know, it's an interesting album. You got stuff like Low Man's Lyric. It's not really what you want to hear from Metallica, but at the same time, it's not bad. It's not my favorite, but it's not bad. I will give this a B ranking. Next, okay, well, now you've heard me say that Load is my second least favorite Metallica album, so you're probably guessing which one's my least favorite. And yes, it's this one, Saint Anger. This album, I've already done a video describing why I think Saint Anger isn't a good album. I'm not going to go through all of that. I just think the songs are too long. There's no solos. Obviously, the snare. The songs are too repetitive. Some songs literally repeat the same thing over and over and over, like the song Saint Anger. It's not good songwriting. I do not like this album. The production sucks. Enough with that. So I definitely give this a hardwired to suck rating. All right, Death Magnetic. I've done a video on this too. I think it's an improvement. This one's listenable, at least. I can actually listen to some of this. Like it's highly flawed. It's still decent at times. Still highly flawed. I mean, there's good moments. There's moments that aren't that great. I don't know. The production's not very good, but it's better than Saint Anger. You know, I like some tracks. Judas Kiss is pretty good. Suicide and Redemption's growing on me over time. That Was Just Your Life. I like the heavier direction of it. My Apocalypse, I mean, other than the parts that sound happy, you know, the middle part's actually pretty thrashy. It's decent at times, but it's okay. I'll give this a, let's see here, a B rating. Yeah, I'll give it a B. Next is, did I give Reload? What did I give Reload? Did I give that a B? I think I did. Okay. Next album, Hardwired to Self-Destruct. Okay, this was a bit of an improvement over Death Magnetic. Like, each album's kind of getting a little better and better as they go since Saint Anger. But I want to rate this album a little higher. Like, I would like to put it as an A, but the problem is, so it's a 2 CD set. I like the first disc. It's pretty solid. It may not be the best Metallica songs I've ever heard. Some of them are pretty great, but disc 2, I don't like disc 2 that much. I really only like Spit Out the Bone and maybe like one other song. So I'll have to put Hardwired as a B. All right. Lastly, the brand new Metallica album, which I've done a few videos talking about. 72 Seasons. I liked this better than a lot of other people probably did. Again, it's not perfect, but it's not like flawed in the same sense that like Death Magnetic is flawed. It's kind of like Hardwired if every song was good enough to listen to. Like, well, not just good enough to listen to, but like I can actually sit through all the songs on 72 Seasons and not hate it. Let's put it that way. I won't get like overly bored. Maybe a little bored at some points, but I can generally say I like all of 72 Seasons. That is huge for me because I haven't really been able to say that with any Metallica album since Justice. So I will actually give this an A. I will actually give that an A. But I've talked about 72 Seasons enough. I'm not going to go into any more details about favorite tracks. So, yeah, there's my Metallica. Short, sweet, kind of to the point. But I just had to do it because I had to do it. But anyway, thanks for watching. Till next time.